Alrighty then. Who's ready for some action? It is good to see y'all here. Welcome one and all to TV Land. I am TV Antenna. I have always been TV Antenna. I always will be TV Antenna. But you can call me TV. So, it's always a pleasure to see y'all. Welcome one and all. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all are staying cool. Hope y'all are staying healthy and staying safe. Tonight, we are going to be playing this game. Jack Nicklaus Golf and Course Design Signature Edition. The reason why I'm using this category is because Signature Edition doesn't have a category on Twitch, but its predecessor does. If you want to know the way it's been released for the PC, it was Greatest 18 Holes, then Unlimited Golf and Course Design, then Golf and Course Design Signature Edition. Of course, Unlimited Golf and Course Design was the earliest Jack Nicklaus game that had a course designer, probably the earliest golf game, period, that had a course designer. Because some of the golf games from Electronic Arts didn't have a course designer until they started putting Tiger's name on it. But I will say this, I did pull Friday night stream because we might be going on a day-long vacation Saturday. So I'm gonna pull Friday night stream and we'll go do our Muirfield Village thing Thursday night. I may actually go ahead and do it tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll see. Because I'm pretty confident we'll play through numerous courses in one sitting tonight. I'm fairly optimistic of that. Because it really doesn't take us long to go through courses in Signature Edition or really any of the Jack Nicklaus games in general. But this week, we're going to be playing the Jack Nicklaus games. This month, with exception of Mario Monday, we're going to be playing the Jack Nicklaus games. The reason why we're doing this is because this month, Jack Nicklaus and his lovely and multi-talented wife, Barbara, will be celebrating 65 years of marriage on the 23rd of this month. So, all this month we're going to celebrate. As a lot of you may know, at the end of May, Barbara was honored at the 50th Memorial Tournament this year. And Jack, in no uncertain terms, serenaded her in the process. So I thought that was just a beautiful, beautiful thing to observe. But we're going to play Unlimited Golf and Course Design this week. And then next week, we're going to be playing Golden Bear Challenge. And we're going to be playing quite a bit of it throughout the month of July in general. But, stay tuned. If you get tired of golf, come back next month. We're going to be playing racing games as we bring in Jeff Gordon's birthday. And then in September, we're going to be playing some of my favorite games as we bring in my birthday. I'm still fine-tuning that schedule because I might be pulling a couple of streams on account of me being in Myrtle Beach throughout maybe a few days in September. October, we're going to be playing some spooky games as we bring in Halloween. November, we're going to be doing Snoopy games, racing games, and some weather games, some Jeopardy, you know, that kind of stuff. For several different occasions. December, we're going to be playing some more Snoopy, some more variety there too. Of course, we'll circle right on back to January. We'll be playing more Jack Nicklaus games, and as we bring in Jack's birthday, he will be 86 in January. But don't he look good on that main screen, not like that? Pretty chill guy. But anyway, what's cool about Signature Edition that makes it distinct from the first two games is that, look, you can use a mouse. But we got a lot of courses to choose from. Of course, we've built 2 of them. I figured let's start with the bear track. Of course, we're going to say Muirfield Village for either tomorrow night or Thursday night. Welcome to the Bears track. Jack designed this course exclusively for this game. It is a Seaside Links course tailored to the strategic shot maker. And there's Jack Nicklaus with his nice smile. That is, you know, 1980s Jack, if you will. This game was released in the early 90s, but you know, they still preserved late 40s Jack, you know. There's the golf course. What's cool about this particular game is that you had the broad view of golf courses. Very unique. Of course, you can actually play the games, courses that were released in previous Jack Nicklaus games, which I thought was pretty interesting to say the least. But I figure we could warm up here. And again, we're going to save Muirfield Village for later this week. When we play through every golf course, pretty much every golf game that has that game, we're going to start with the black and white version. Then we're going to go to the Super Nintendo version. Then we're going to go here to Signature Edition. Then we're going to play 4, 5, and 6. And maybe even live at Muirfield Village. That demo I showed you that one time last year. So that will probably be a fairly sizable string. Course is in good shape for this round. Greens are normal. Wind out of the southeast at 23 miles per hour. So it's going to be a breezy one. So we'll have to account for the wind and stuff like that. Off to the first hole. Aim your tee shot left to set up the best approach to the green. By the way, as you may see, I'm not using my VTuber tonight. I'm actually kind of putting it on a sabbatical because there is a plugin I'm going to try to get going on OBS again. I found out today that Don Polione has been able to stream video games on Instagram. And that is an idea that I am going to be entertaining in the near future. So I might test things out later this week. See if I can get that going. But I don't want so much going on at once where it overwhelms my laptop. It's already losing its decent shape already as it is. My fan is, um, I'm always having to run a house fan under my laptop to keep it cool. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And of course, my tee shot is in the beach. Aloha. Because I mishit it, I end up missing the green, but at least I'm back in play. And the cool thing about this game is, unlike greatest 18 holes, I can actually use a sand wedge anytime I wanna. Or at number 1. I may or may not know who I may or may not already know who I'm going to raid into when I get done. Stay right on your drive for a chance to reach the green in 2. Three putts. I dread that. To open the green for your approach, carry the right fairway bunker off the tee. Hit it hard because the wind be in my face. Maybe you're kidding. All over the place. Sing away, we will rock you. Accuracy is everything here if you want to get it close. It's 109 to the fourth hole. It's a 9-iron. Oh! Look at me accounting for the wind and it paying off. Hmm. A well-placed drive, left center in this fairway is the key to playing this hole. Probably going to end up hitting it past the hole. Huh? Oh, me. You just sink a birdie putt. Just from off the green. Weird, but it works. Watch the wind off the ocean if you want to try for the green in two. It keep us together. Wow, 315. Oh yeah, tailwind really makes the difference. Can't hit it at 100% power necessarily. That'd be weird. Weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's 80, 21. Gonna break pretty hard. It's gonna break some kind of hard. Wow. Snap. At least we had two putts out of it. Two consecutive birdies. Tee shot right to create the most direct line to the green. Oh. Huh? Oh. There you go. Stoke your courage and try to carry the front bunker off the tee. There it is. 7, 146, left to right, right to left. All right. That was a nice recovery off the bunker if that's the case. A well-placed drive is a necessity on this hole. Aim for the right fairway. That might be a bit too far off the green to try. We can go for an even par 36. Or we can break par for 9 holes. Challenge the 4 bunkers right off the tee for an excellent chance at birdie. Do you have anything that you'd like to say? Oh! Your tee shot will determine if you make 3 or 4 here, or 6 or 7. Hmm. Another 3-putter. Not cool. All right. Hole number 12. To avoid trouble. All right. To avoid trouble later, plan your approach shot from the tee. Oh. Wow, a 5-footer. This ought to be good. Ooh. Ruined that. Think ahead. A drive right greatly simplifies this hole. Oh, gnarly. Probably not that far right, buddy. A well-protected green, but it can yield birdies to the competent shot maker. Wow. I lagged it close. Sometimes I even surprise myself. Demanding tee shot makes par a good score here for the average player. And there's the hole. And the green is surrounded by water. Huh? I nailed that sucker across the green. Sometimes I underestimate how tricky these greens are. I mean, I didn't lose a stroke to par, but seriously. Reach the left fairway off the tee, and you can try. Operative word is try for the green in two. Hmm. Woo! There we go. We got a birdie out of that. Yes, sir. We are back under par. Let's go. Ocean winds and a small, well-guarded green. Club selection is everything. 137. And another birdie. I'm still not as good at this game as I am the Genesis version of this game. How well did I play on the Genesis version of this game? Anyway. Actually, the Bears track is on the Super Nintendo version of all this. Hit the ball long and sure. The only safe place is the center of the green. I think there was one time I shot pretty well on the Bears track for the Super Nintendo. Did I just cause a divot? Did y'all see that, chat? I caused a divot. And there you go. Back 935 for a 70. To be fair, I didn't want to putt that putt too hard. Probably need to check my VODs, but I'm pretty sure I played this course a lot better on the Super Nintendo version than this version, honestly. But 315 yards to a tailwind. It's pretty good. 11 feet. I still two-putted, but I would take that. 13 out of 18 greens in regulation. 9 out of 14 fairways in regulation. 12 pars, 4 birdies, 2 bogeys. But there you go, carded a 70 on the Bears track. So there you go. That's how you play a round of golf. Alright, let's pick another course while we course through these advertisements. Of course, for Signature Edition, we get English, Country Club, Lorimar, and Sherwood. I think on one of these golf courses on the Sega Genesis version, if I remember correctly, I broke 60. I don't remember how, but I broke 60. Like, how did that happen? English Turn Country Club. English Turn features water on every hole, with giant sand and waste bunkers lining its sculptured fairways. And there's a broad view of the golf course. Pretty cool, don't you think? All right. All right. Course is a bit wet for this round. Greens are slow. The wind is relatively calm. Off to the first hole, slight dogleg right. This short par 4 is a tough birdie hole with a well bunkered green. Don't jack look good, by the way? There you go. There's English Turn. First hole is 307 yards. I was actually able to drive out this green on the Sega Genesis version. I was actually able to drive out this green on Golden Bear Challenge. Whoa. That's a decent start, if you ask me. Extensive bunkering will cause trouble for errant tee shots on this reachable par 5. Of course, I'm in the sand. Sand wedge, am I buried? Oh, snap. Okay, I may not be in too bad of trouble. Just have to keep it under this tree. Okay. Got a lengthy birdie putt, but at least I'm on the dance floor and got a GIR. Of course, the greens are wet, so I will probably have to give it more steam than I usually do. Oh! Severe undulations on the green make it difficult to get this tee shot close. I'm going to have to get a definition for that. The action of moving smoothly up and down, a smoothly rising and falling form, outline, or movement. So there must be some hills on this green. Ugh. Tough par 4 where accurate club selection is essential in hitting the two-tiered green. Oh, didn't quite make it over. Wow, 3 putts. This hole plays into the prevailing wind, features a small, well-bunkered green, which rarely yields birdies. All right. Gnarly. Do, 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 do. Actually, we'll take it. These greens are kind of deceptively interesting. A deceptive par 5 that offers many challenging cut placements because the green is set on a slope. And we made a birdie. Off to the 7th hole, the second shot here plays uphill to a green protected by 2 pot bunkers. Sounds like a term I've heard in sim golf. Gee, I wonder why. Jeez. Trouble surrounds the green of this picturesque par 3. So be sure of your club selection. Wrong app. Jack Nicklaus has quite a verbiage on him. Visually attractive, especially in a quaint or pretty style. Must be beautiful looking. Hmm. All right, off to the ninth hole. To the ninth hole, Batman. A short par 4 guarded on the left by sand the entire length of the hole and palm trees on the right. There we go. Tap in par. Front 937 had a bit of a setback. I think we're gaining some momentum. Off to the 10th hole. Great driving hole with mounds and pot bunkers. This par 4 has a well bunkered green that slopes from front to back. Oh, I can never time it right. Another double bogey. The strategy on this hole is dictated by its unique bunkering. Birdies are few. Wow. Oh, must have made a good decision. See if we can get a 2-putt birdie out of this. Looks like we might. All right, 12th hole, slight left to right tee shot may be your best bet on this rather simple hole. Hmm? 5 feet. I don't think the break took it at all. Slight dogleg right. This short par 4 has a small green that slopes away from the player. I keep forgetting these greens are slow. Some consider this monster par 4 the toughest hole at English Turn. Well, I can see why. Lots of liquid and beach. And I think that was my bad this time. This excellent par 5 featuring an island green is reachable in 2 for the big hitter willing to gamble. Well, from the red tees, I'm definitely going to gamble. Eek. $16. We keep playing for par here. Tee shot placed down the left side of the fairway offers the best angle for an approach into the green. Eek. We got another water shot. Worst carry off the back tee here is more than 187 yards. Bailout is to the right. Another bogey. Consistently voted one of the toughest par fours on the PGA Tour by its players, this hole rarely yields a birdie. And we can clearly see why. Look at that thing. Well, finish with a birdie. Well, had a couple of setbacks. Tried to bounce back and failed, but we did finish with a birdie. We've done better, but we have done worse. That is not right at all. But then again, I guess it is. Alright, let's find another course. Let's try Lorimar Resort. Of course, designed, I think he meant to say designed, by Charlie Nielsen. Lorimar Resort Golf Course stretches out to Lorimar Lake and the Rocky Cliffs. And there you go. And I think that's the ocean. I could be wrong, though. Could be wrong. Alright, let's play Lorimar. Slow greens again? Are you kidding me? Wind is out of the southeast at 13 miles per hour. So a little breezy. Off to the first hole. Keep your drive down the middle, and you should be able to score an easy par on this par 4 that runs past the clubhouse. Hey, clubhouse. There's the clubhouse right there. That's a good looking clubhouse, don't you think? Tree's in the way. Imagine a tree being in the way. Oh, we may be off to a decent start again. And we got a birdie. I was hoping everybody would treasure that moment. Another hole, another course where I started off with a birdie. Keep your shot down the middle and you should be okay. Watch out for some tough putts depending on the pin placement. I did another divot again. Silly divots. All right, a par. Let's go. This hole requires accuracy. Don't pull the ball too much or you'll end up in the water. And there's the water. And it's a god-awful lot of water. I feel like I'm playing sawgrass with this hole. Well, look at us. I just scored a birdie. It's hole number 3. Hole number 3. Hole number 4. Not a hard par 5. Some may be able to reach it in 2, but watch out for traps and water. Nap. So we're either in the water or the beach. Hey, Alan, what's up? Hope you had a good day. Let's get you shouted out, good sir. Always a pleasure to have you here. Give him some hugs in the chat. He's going to have some radio contests coming up soon, so if you haven't joined his Discord server, be sure to do so. And be sure to wish him some decent luck. Be sure to wish him a hearty God bless. Having to correct myself a little piece there. This is a long par 4. Just watch out for the long trapping. This could be a good par. There's the bunker. Some of these holes look like they got more sand than Miami Beach. Okay. We'll take it. And we made par. Let's go. Keep to the left on this hole and you shouldn't have any problems. Hopefully we won't have any more water shots. We'll see though. Hmm. And we ended up bogeying that hole. Try not to putt it too hard. Keep it close on this tough par 3. Okay. Two putt par's never bad. Make sure you hit a good approach shot to this well-guarded green. Putts aren't going in. They forgot to add a description for the 9th hole. Oh, there's so much water, he's speechless. Welcome back from the ad break. Some TV antenna. I just cannot hit shots on the fairway to save my skin. And I am in the drink. What? What's this? I can drop it in the water? What sorcery is this? Cannot believe they gave me that option. That's crazy. Wow. Birdied 2 of the first 3 holes, and then bogeyed 4 of the last 6 holes. It's not a very good omen. Just keep it straight, and this hole will yield an easy par. Well, wish me luck if that's the case. Yeet. And a 4-footer for birdie. Well, are we trying to redeem ourselves here? Well, at least we didn't blow that one. We broke the birdie drought, thank the Lord. Be careful in your approach shot so you don't overshoot the ball over the cliff and into the lake. 375. Well, hello, trees. You'd be blocking my view. Don't slice your tee shot, or else you'll end up in the lake, and you won't be able to get a ball without a huge ladder. And now I got a birdie. We're back at level par. Well, look in your heart and let love keep us together. To the 13th hole. The hardest hole in the course. This par 5 can be easy if you don't overpower the ball and hit it into the lake. Snap. Oh, snap. That's going to be okay. Okay. He didn't put in a description for hole 14. Interesting. He's speechless. So many bunkers. 345. All right, off to the 15th hole. Hit your drive over the short trees on the right. Set up an easy approach shot. Watch out for tough slopes on the green. Again, I'm trying not to hit it too hard. Keep it straight and far enough, and you shouldn't have any problems with this par 3. Wind's in my face some. You carry that sucker out. Watch your approach. Don't overhit the ball over the cliff and into the lake. Accuracy wins this hole. Without it, par will be a challenge. Well, there's no denying that. Wow. Nice. Maybe we'll save par. Well, wishful thinking. Alright, back 9 even par. We lost the momentum, but we still had an even par back 9 for a 74. Closest to the pin being 10 feet. It's pretty impressive. Wait, that's the best I've done in this golf course? Really? Alright, let's play Sherwood Country Club. Set within beautiful canyons and featuring majestic ponds and waterfalls, Sherwood provides a unique golf experience. There's the outline of the golf course. Let's go. Course is in good shape for this round. Greens are normal. Wind is out of the south at 5 miles per hour. A short but challenging first hole, this par 4 can be reached off the tee by the strong-hearted. Maybe this was the first hole I would drive out on the Genesis. My mom has seen me done it. That was a good lag. Jeez. Sometimes I even amaze my own self. Two well-placed shots to tight target areas will leave a tricky approach over water. Hmm. Birdied the first two holes. Let's go. Swirling wind coming from a hidden valley makes club selection difficult. Yikes. Ugh. That might not be too bad. Short in terms of short of the hole. Fourth hole, toughest hole on the front side, featuring a tiny green nestled in a grove of sycamore trees. All right. Well, we hit that first shot out of bounds. That's why we got a double bogey. We hit it beyond the trees. A dogleg left. This par 5 can be reached in two, but the second must be played to a pronounced elevated green. Pronounced. We're looking at the adjective pronounced. Very noticeable or marked. Conspicuous. 2 putts for birdie. Let's do this. I think I scored pretty well on this for the Genesis. Let's go. Off to the 6th hole. This fairly easy par 4 plays uphill and has the only blind tee shot on the course. Whoa. No. Three putts. Wow. This fairway is split by rock boulders, making for a unique and tricky tee shot. Hey, Emily. What's up? Good to see you. Three putts for bogey again. Are you talking about Jimmy Swaggart? Yeah, good riddance indeed. Large and multi-tiered green provides a difficult target for this excellent par 3. Short right is dead. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I don't know where I'm gonna go in the volcanoes. Around she's spinning underneath. My girl quickly said to me. The stream that runs along the right side of the fairway and past the green definitely comes into play. Try not to hit it too hard. Imagine trying too hard not to hit it too hard. Whoa. That was close. And there we go, front nine even par. Let's do this. Short and straight, this par 4 is fairly easy. Second shot over the green is dead. All right, 10th hole, made a par. 11th hole, definite birdie hole. Second shot should avoid bunker left of the green and trees protecting the right side. Another birdie. All right, we're back in red numbers. Thanks for the heart. This par 3 has a well bunkered green where a pin placement can make a difference of 3 clubs. Hmm? And we made a birdie. Two consecutive birdies yet again. Let's go. 13th hole, a majestic par 5 with ponds and waterfalls. Drive must challenge a ravine which cuts across the fairway. Bit of a mishit, though. That's a little too hard. Yeet. But at least we got 3 birdies in a row. Fourteenth hole, toughest hole in the course. Play to the right center of the fairway to open up the approach to the green. There you go. Yikes. Oh, snap. Fortunately, the streak had to come to an end. There are 7 pools and 14 waterfalls that ornament this picturesque Part 3 signature hole. And there you go. 117. At least the graphics aren't acting wild like it did that one time. That's probably going to be in the drink. No, I'm surprised. Felt like I hit it short. Hit a little weak. This strategic par 5 requires clearing a stream 3 times. It can be reached in 2 with a long, straight second shot. There it is. I love this course. This green is situated in a bowl that kicks errant tee shots towards the hole. A birdie opportunity. I think this was the hole I aced that one time. what was weird about it was that the graphics were starting to act wonky. But we got a birdie out of it. One of the best finishing holes I've ever created. Both the tee shot and the approach shot are very demanding. Mmm. Pin high. And we scored a birdie. That was a good finish, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, a back 932 for a 68, y'all. We were kind of struggling through the front 9, but the back 9, we really came out swinging. 3 straight birdies and a birdie finish. $14 out of 18 greens in regulation. Longest drive 292. 9 birdies. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that 67, I'm never going to forget it for as long as I live. When I played this in July last year. About somewhere in the back 9, the graphics started acting crazy, and yet I still managed to get a hole-in-one on the 17th hole. It was weird, but it was fun. I think we had a fruitful stream. We'll go ahead and wrap things up. I like to finish things on a fairly high note, even though we are in an ad break, which I'll wait for it to end. Look for somebody to raid. I'm pretty sure I know who I want to bring the community into. Though I will keep one streamer's tab up. Better make sure they hydrate too, if somebody hasn't already done so. Yeah. There we go. Made sure they hydrated. But as soon as this ad break gets done, we're going to raid into Brent Zone. I know we just raided into him Friday night, but he's playing a lesser known Sonic game, and I think some of y'all would be interested to see how it rolls. I'm pretty sure y'all have never heard of Sonic and the Black Knight. But there you go. We're going to raid into Brent Zone, y'all. So let's show Brent Zone the same love, care, and hospitality there that we've done here. And I will see you tomorrow night. I'll let you know when I get on stream what I've decided on. But I hope to see you tomorrow night regardless of what I choose. And we'll have a ball for sure. If I choose to play Signature Edition, we'll go through some of the courses I was able to get vetted onto that game, like some of the courses from Greatest 18 Holes, and some of the other ones I've brought in there from the Golf Sim Clubhouse. And then Thursday night we'll do the Muirfield Village Marathon. But anyway, we're going to be raiding into Brent Zone, so let's show them the same love, care, and hospitality there that you've done here. And I'll be sure to see you guys tomorrow. So have a great evening. Know you're loved, valued, and appreciated. Remember, Jesus loves you. We here at TV Land do as well. Show some love for Brent. I'll see you tomorrow night. Take care, and God bless.